Hello. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Data Science Business Analytics MSc at the University of Plymouth. So the background is many companies and organizations have large data sets and they want to process the data to extract some information they can either use to increase their profits if they're a company or benefit society if they're like a hospital or in the civil service. So what is data science business analytics? It's sort of a new field. It's been around for 10 years or so, and it's a mixture of maths and statistics, bits of computer science, because you need to be able to extract data from different sources and clean it up. And another important part of data science and business analytics is domain knowledge, which is understanding of the business or understanding how a hospital can run. So the aim of this MSc is to teach the skills to manipulate data, uh, to extract meaning from it, so people can make decisions, and you're going to manipulate data using statistics, machine learning, and AI. So my name is Craig McNeil. I'm the program manager of the MSc, and my email is okay. So there are many different applications of data science and business analytics. Some of them you might not expect. So in Cornwall, it's actually uh, close to Plymouth. It is actually famous for mining. And one application they had, there was a mining company there who were looking for lithium. Lithium is important for batteries and smartphones. And they were actually looking at old mining journals and they wanted to do some natural language processing to find good places to mine. So even in a mining company, they had a data scientist. The launch of medical applications, say it's Mount Guild Hospital close to us. There's people when they treat wounds, they take a picture every week, and uh, and then they can sort of see how the different treatments watch as the wound gets less. Also, I've worked with a project one time with a student. There's a crowdfunding site where they people make pledges for different charities or events, and they wanted a better dashboard to show that the amount of money going to different causes. So a student on the course built them one. And another business application is uh, so churn is when a customer leaves a product. So if you're paying for broadband and you go to another company, that's customer churn. And it is actually turns out to be more expensive to get a new customer than retaining an existing customer. So there's a lot of interest in building classifiers for churn, where you look at different properties of the customers, like their age, their income, and try and predict when they're going to churn, and then you can churn. So when they leave the organization, and then perhaps you can try and give them a better deal and persuade them to stay. So that's an application of business analytics or data science. So the demand for specialist data skills is growing. So the World Economic Forum found that data analysts and scientists were in the top 10 jobs expected to grow fastest between 2023 and 2027. So there's lots of demand for these jobs. Uh, and it's been a while. Data science jobs have all been very valuable. Uh, so there are some kind of typical salaries there, which I got from a job site. The keyword is from experience. They're talking about salaries around 40,000 to 60,000 pounds. This is after a few years' experience. It's not an entry level job, but you can see they're quite well paid once you get some experience. So, what is the structure of the MSc? So, it's essentially 3 semesters taught over a year. So, semester one from sort of September to the beginning of January, there's 3 modules. There's a module on big data visualization and analytics, and that teaches statistics, visualization, and the R language. There's a module called business analytics that teaches the statistics of business decisions. And then there's another module on software development and databases, which I teach. And that has an introduction to Python, the design of databases, and SQL, which is a way of extracting data from databases. So semester two, which runs from January to the end of April, May, that has taught modules. So there's applied data modeling and artificial intelligence that teaches the basics of machine learning. There's a seminar module where people come in to give talks about hot topics in data science or business analytics. And there's also a choice of business module. This is to build up some kind of domain knowledge in business analytics. And the type of modules we have, there's analysis of finance statements, operations and project management, and other options. And they're taught by lecturers in the business school. And then finally, which is available all year, most students start work on this after the taught modules are finished, is you work with a supervisor on a data science project. And there you get to work on a project and get to integrate all the skills you've learned in learning to program in R and Python and some machine learning and apply that to a big-ish project. And then you work with a supervisor with that. So that really kind of integrates all the different skills together. Okay, so this is just a brief summary. So the key thing is this is a conversion MSc. We don't expect people to come in with a statistics or mathematics background. We admit students from all disciplines with a 2-2 honors degree. And so we do teach programming and we do teach from scratch. I'm not going to claim it's really easy, but it is possible to work on it if you diligently work on it. And we've had students with degrees in history and English literature who have done very well on this MSc. So we also update our syllabus. Data science and AI are rapidly changing. For example, the use of AI is changing things. Large language models, ChatGPT, people are starting to use those to write machine learning codes. So just in summary, this MSc trains you to be a data science and business analytics, be able to use software, artificial intelligence, machine learning to analyze and interpret large amounts of data, and then talk to the management to make kind of business decisions, or if you're working in an NGO or a hospital, to make decisions to improve people's lives.